Some challenges that I commonly hear from customers are either our public address system is very old and antiquated, requires manual activation, or we don't have a public address system. If you do have an existing public address system, Alertus's IP text-to-speech device can really plug in and leverage those existing speakers via contact closures and feeding line level audio. And if you don't have an existing PA system, Alertus's IP 5-watt speakers and horns can fill in some of those communication gaps to add clear, text to speech live voice throughout your campus. They're power over Ethernet devices. They check in with our Alertus console every 10 seconds. So really very immediate from the second you press send on Alertus to the second that those devices are activating. It's about 10 to 15 seconds. The sheer flexibility of the product really sets us apart from the competitors. There's a lot of integration capability. We have both inbound and outbound contact closures and relays on the back of the speaker. So that can support the inbound connection of a panic button to activate your Alertus system. We can connect outbound via an access control system to activate a lockdown. Those outbound contact closures can support strobes for audio visual, as well as there's a serial port on the back of the alert beacon. So you can add a larger Alertus LED marquee to really get that message at a higher viewpoint. Also within the Alertus console, you can modify what we call speaker profiles. This allows you to add a pre and a post wave media file to kind of bookend your clear voice text to speech alert. And then you can also edit the number of repetitions of the alert, the delay seconds between those repetitions, and then the speech rate you can speed up or slow down. And then finally, we have a library of sorts, or a dictionary, we can call it, and it allows you to spell out a word phonetically, so that if the system is pronouncing something incorrectly, we can add that word to our library so the system knows how to pronounce it. Another thing that I think sets apart the IP speakers, the fact that they're supervised, right? So they're power over Ethernet devices. They are looking at your Alertus DNS. They're pinging your server every 10 seconds over port 8443. So first of all, when you activate Alertus, it's only going to take 10 or 15 seconds for all those speakers to activate. And then because they are supervised and they're pinging your server every 10 seconds, we can set up real-time notifications or health alerts to send to your IT or your public safety stakeholders to let them know if a device has fallen offline. I think my one piece of advice would be to look at an emergency notification system that really looks to leverage first the existing infrastructure and the asset and the hardware that you've already invested a lot of money on. Alertus's first goal is really to integrate with those existing speakers, with those existing computers, digital signage systems, before introducing some of our other hardware like the alert beacons or the IP speakers to fill in some of those communication gaps.